Hello everyone. If there's anyone out there. Let's see here. Yep, should be good. I think I'm good. Hello Baked Tart, how's it going? Happy to see you. Happy Monday. As happy as a Monday can be. I know, seriously. Alright, let me open up my, something on my glasses. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what we're gonna do today. I'm thinking bug fixes and then, some art. Maybe more cutscene art. We'll see. Hello, Jules. Oh, my timer's telling me it's time to stream. Hello, Elephant Herd. How's it going? Elephant Herd, huh? We got a whole herd of elephants in the chat. That's kind of crazy. When will the game be in early access? That's a good question. The short answer is as soon as I feel ready. But the long answer is I have no idea. I'm going as fast as I can though. That's all I got. I wish I had a better date. You're kind of early today. Yeah. Yeah, I am a little early. I got off work a little early today, so, well, you know, figured I might as well hop right into it. Huge fan of the game, you're incredibly talented, can't wait to play it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Inspired me to make a game of my own. Let's go. That sounds exciting. Nice, I'm glad to hear it. Good luck. Thank you. Hey, what are we working on today? I think we got some bugs. Oh, I just realized I'm showing my Discord for no reason. Yeah, we don't need my Steam account either. Here we go. Oh, and I need to move this window so I can see you guys. We are working on bug fixes, and then we're gonna probably do some cutscene art. This is the that's not it. This is the cutscene frame I want to draw today. I feel like that's pretty doable. Well, yeah, can we get Goblin merch? I'd love to do Goblin merch. I feel a little weird making merch before the game's out, you know? I feel like, if you guys are into it, I'd be down. It's kind of easy to set up with YouTube, right? I don't know if they do drop shipping themselves. Or if I'd have to do it. I don't think I'd want to package and ship stuff, but if I could do like a drop shipping thing. But then the drop shipping quality is kind of lame. Maybe I could just package stuff. I've done it before. A Grog plushie would go pretty hard, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome. A Grog plushie, maybe. Yeah. What sort of stuff could we do? I feel like I don't know how popular the little possum and raccoon are gonna be. I feel like little plushies for each of them could be fun, or a little goblin one, or Grog. Grog would go pretty hard. I'd become a goblin for some goblin merch. You'd buy it for sure, even if it's just stickers and pins. Okay. Interesting. I'd love stickers. Stickers would be fun. I love making stickers. Yay, watch stream. How long will we be streaming? I was thinking 2 hours. It depends how I'm feeling. If I'm really just like vibing, we might go longer, but yeah, I'm not really sure. I think we'll just play it by ear, see how it goes. But first, we've got some. Why do I keep seeing? It's like there's something on my face. I see something in like my peripheral vision. Like there's something on my face. Huh. That's kind of weird. It looks like it's the light. It's hitting the bottom of my glasses. It makes it look like there's something like right there. Sticker specifically in pixel art style. That would be fun. Thoughts on trolls versus a goblin? I think I've thought about it more. I don't want to spoil too much stuff. Well, yeah, we can say the goblins definitely have some orcish and trollish ancestry, but since they've kind of evolved into their little short goblininess. Fella's lust plush. Ooh, oh, from from This Is Hell. Not a lust plush. That's funny. What A-Sprite theme do you use? This is actually just the default dark one. I haven't experimented with the themes too much. What's the difference between a hobgoblin and a troll? That's a good question. I haven't really pondered hobgoblins too much. Isn't it just like a... a mischievous imp or sprite? Oh, so it's just a goblin. Oh, it's a household spirit in folklore. Oh, I see. Oh, hobgoblins were once considered helpful, but since the spread of Christianity, they turned to be more mischievous in stories. Interesting, I didn't know that. Never got to catch one of these live. Hello! Ooh, the UK. It must be late there, right? Or early? Probably early. Hello, Crazy Turtle Pizza. You know, it's not a party unless there's Crazy Turtles with pizza, that's for sure. Have you used any inspiration from the goblins in WoW? I've been playing WoW. Ooh, I haven't played WoW, so I'm unaware of their goblin-y antics. Isn't it true they also use teeth as currency? I didn't mean to copy that. Don't grog and drive. Random thought because you brought up This Is Hell. Have you considered doing another sprint to finish a game and generate hype? That could be fun. Yeah, I can maybe I could be persuaded. I've been wanting to make an Overcooked style game. Like a little couch co-op game. Yeah, that would be a good I think people on TikTok really eat that up. Like the I'm making a game in 30 days. Come join. That could be really fun. Maybe that's the move. Your style and couch co-op would slap. It'd be really fun. I'd love to do that. Yeah, maybe I'll take a little break one of these days. No gold, but they're like engineers kinda. A lot of them will make really cool inventions. I see. You should check it out. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll read up on it. Have you ever heard of the game Goblin Down? No, I haven't. Is that a thing? Goblin Down. Oh, it's an adult visual novel. Won't be pulling that up on the stream cam on the Jumbotron. It's a fantasy visual novel in which the protagonist meets a cute goblin after being held prisoner. Oh. Interesting. I'm unfamiliar. Maybe, never heard of it. I just noticed the goblin sprite right now still has the black eyes. Oh yeah, this is my brainstorming document up here somewhere. I got this little guy pasted everywhere. Here they are with the normal eyes. Which, again, very controversial. Don't look it up if not. Too late. What parts are you gonna code today? We're fixing some bugs. Some of the patrons with access to the game have pointed out some issues, so we're gonna hunt them down and squash them with vengeance. You should add a carpenter goblin. That'd be fun. Ooh, yeah. You know, I do want some fun furniture. I think a carpenter goblin could be. A carpenter goblin could be fun. Yeah, I guess here's the question. Would I want all the carpentry to be done in a special crafting table, like kind of like the Terraria or what's it called? Advanced workstation or whatever. They have like a fancy workbench. Sawmill? No. Do they just call it the advanced? I can't remember. Do we want it to be a workstation or something that the NPC themselves sells? Yeah, I think a workstation. Yeah. I think I'm gonna add that to my list. I think we do need a carpenter NPC. I think that would help. Yeah, it'll be fun. Fun fact, I found that game while looking for this game. Let's go. What will the child sprite look like? Oh, the child sprite? I think I drew it already. Yeah, here they are. Little sweet boy. Little baby boy. Yeah, you could sell blueprints. That could work. Yeah. Sawmill and heavy workbench. I see. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm down. I'll add them a little later, though, once we start kind of getting into more cosmetic stuff for the town. Right now, the towns are very bare. It's just like wood walls and thatched roofs. But yeah. Alright. Well, let's dive into it. Let's fix some bugs, gang. Let's see what we got. I haven't looked too closely at these. Our loyal patron... our loyal patron Alzern has been very good at including bugs with video evidence. I'm a huge fan. Petting the raccoon or the possum while they're in motion makes them invisible. Ooh. First, let's check. Oh wait, while they're in motion, let's look at the code and see how those guys work. They actually use the NPC code. Let's look at NPC sprite displayer. So when we actually pet, on pet, if they're not being petted, start the coroutine called the pet routine. The pet routine sets is being petted to true. So first off, we need to make it so that if you're being petted, you cannot move, because I don't think they don't have a moving pet animation, a moving like affection animation. So public bool. So first, let's make it so the movement code can ask this sprite display code and say, hey, am I being petted right now? Is being petted. Return is being petted. There we go. Now let's see. Now let's make it so that the NPC movement, NPC behavior. Hey, you gonna work with me here, code? Visual Studio? What the heck is going on? There we go. That was weird. No, you have not missed anything yet. Oh! Unknown is attacking Zach Fox with the stream avatars. How savage. Do you have any plans for when Tuesday comes out? Tuesday? What do you mean Tuesday? You mean tomorrow? Or is this like a prequel to Wednesday? That was a good show. Where's the movement code, guys? Should be here. Look at this massive class. This is embarrassing. Move NPC. All right, here we go. I have to do some sort of check, right? If you're not dead, move the NPC. I could. Oh man. Move the NPC. Where could we check to see if we're supposed to follow our schedule? Target pause equals vector 2.0. If we're the owner. What are you doing? We're fixing bugs. We have this bug where the you pet one of the little pets, but they move, and there's no sprite for a moving pet animation. So I want them to be frozen in place. Oh, here we go. If equipment manager.canWalk and NPC sprite displayer dot is being petted. So if our equipment allows us to walk, aka if the pet is not swinging a sword, which it probably isn't. This is probably always going to return true for pets. And we're not being petted. Allow us to walk. So let's go try that. I'm late, but I'm here. How you feeling? I'm feeling a lot better. I had a headache. So what happened was yesterday, my boss invited me to play pickleball with him. I'd never played pickleball. So I woke up at like 7, which normally Sundays are my sleep-in day. That's when I sleep in until like 10:30, you know? to like make up for all the lost sleep throughout the week. But here I am waking up an hour earlier than I normally do. So I was super tired. I had this really bad headache. And it was just one of those days. But it was fun. I like pickleball, I think. My tennis skills carried over a little bit, but not much. It was fun. Yeah, pickleball, very delicious. I think allowing the player to learn new blueprints from the NPC based on how much they travel with them would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, friendship based, that'd be fun. What's your opinion on Vortex Weekends? How's the multiplayer handled? I assume that the servers will be hosted locally, so do the hostels have to manually port forward, or do you have some nat hole punching going on? Great question. I use Steam's face punch thingy. So they have relay servers and handle all the nat punching and stuff for me. So I basically just say it's all done through Steam. So yeah, you just one person hosts. Actually, I can show you since we're gonna open the game anyway. One person hosts, and then somebody else can just click on them in Steam and click join game. And I haven't made it so you can set a password, but I'll do that soon. Yeah, and then Steam's relays handle everything. I was using Unity's relay systems, but they were kind of They kept bugging out. It'd be like, the relay just failed, you know, sorry. And you know, there's nothing I could do. Pickleball sounds delicious. Is there a faith system? I actually need to look more into Cult of the Lamb's faith system because I might want to. The goblins, I've decided on a goblin pantheon. They do have a little selection of deities. Your voice is so relaxing. Thank you. Oh. Maybe I should do some ASMR for you guys. I'm offside painting. What's the plan of attack for this bug? How are we going to stop these little creatures from wandering? Well, we're going to... it should be resolved. But we'll see. Let's zoom this in so we can get a better look. I need to make it so that they're actually out of my inventory, which is going to cost money, and I need the research station. I think I can cheat by free crafting a research station. Where is it? There it is. And we'll put it right here. Boop. When's the Goblin NPC smash or pass? I do want to add relationships. Perhaps a little more wholesome than you described. Oh, I need more money. Do I have a cheat code for teeth? Please? No? You gotta be kidding me. It's okay, we'll free craft a bunch of expensive things. I think the crops are kind of worth a lot. Or the fish are? We'll just sell a bunch of these fish. Did I get money? Yeah, I did. Yay, money! Now we can rid our inventory of varmints. There we go. Now they should show up around the beacon. There they are. How do you handle testing multiplayer locally with Steam multiplayer? I ran into trouble in the past where I was just bothering friends to help me test. Yeah, I have to have my laptop open and my regular PC open, and then upload the build to Steam, and then, or send it. Either way, I could just email it to myself, but usually I just upload it to Steam, and then I just connect to myself. I used to be able to use this thing called what was it called? I think it's still here. It's called Parallel Sync, where I could have Unity open twice on one computer, and I could have both editors open, so I could actually see all the little game objects and all the little errors, and it was beautiful. Multiplayer, I highly recommend that. Don't integrate Steam until you're like a little further into the process, because I can't do that anymore. Because I can't, you know, I can't have two Steam accounts logged in on one computer unless I have like a virtual machine or something like that. So that's my word of wisdom. I know, I'm using cheat codes. Look at me. Inconsistent pixel sizes. I have my life hack that I highly recommend everybody do is have one big document where you keep all your art, or at least your prototype art. Like you know, this dirt tile here, it's got 42 possible combinations. I'm not going to draw all those out in my little prototype doc, but you know, here I can put them so then I could kind of make sure everything fits up scale wise. I can be like, oh, okay, you know, I want this boss to be really big. Should it be, you know, 5 players tall, 6 players tall? You know, I can really like scale everything perfectly. And all my tiles are 20 by 20 for the floor tiles. So I have this 20 by 20 blue grid, so I can make sure that all my tiles are sized properly. Danny Carlson. Oh, Danny the YouTuber? Yeah, Carlson, isn't that a game he was working on? I'm actually not too ingrained in that. But I think he's been taking forever, is that right? How many NPCs are there in the game currently? There are this many. Wait. Everybody's shown on my screen right now, minus the 2 kids. These ones are all in the game. They don't have a ton of dialogue, but they'll at least do the bare minimum. Are there any plans to make the roof look just a little bit more attached to the wall? Sorry to be so judgy. Hey, I appreciate the judginess. Oh, I see, right here. I was lazy. Technically, you only need a roof over the interior tiles, and I was trying to go as fast as I could to debug something. So realistically, somebody might roof more like this. But yeah, you're right. That did look like booty. Oh, the roof's at the bottom, right? Ignore that lag. That's yeah, and then you might to signify that there's a door here, you might do something like that. So realistically, it's gonna look more like that. These are this is if you're trying to be lazy like me. He hasn't uploaded in over 2 years. That's crazy, especially when he has so many subs. He could be making so much money. I don't understand. Did you finish the fishing cutscene? I did, yes, actually. I think I could show that real quick. Where is it? Was it slide 4? No, it was slide 3. Dang it. There we go. Yep, here's what we ended up with. Not too shabby. You'll see I also was clever, and I made it so that as these mountains in the background move with the parallax, notice the ones in the water reflection do too. How is that, you ask? It's because it's transparent water. Very sneaky. We had the little kid, he's pointing. This one's, he's eyeing it. I like how this one turned out. I already quit because his fans got too aggressive because they wanted to work on his game faster. Dang. If that's the case, I feel like he could just kind of, you know, ignore them, you know? Or make a video about it and say, I'm trying my best to make it as good as I can, so I'm taking my time. Then anybody who rushes him is a bad person. I like your hat. Thank you, that kid. I appreciate it. I got it on Etsy. Oh, guys, I also added seasons to the game. I haven't shown that yet. Hang on, let me get out of this rain. There we go. But first we gotta check to see if our bug fix worked. Oh, it didn't work. Look at that. Stop it. Wait, he stopped moving. He stopped moving while I petted him. You little turd. Hey, get back here. Why are you so speedy? Yeah, he does turn invisible. But the regular pet animation does work, and his little heart animation isn't working. Yeah, this guy's all sorts of messed up. Hey, get back here. Yeah, why is it that when he's moving, we can actually... Does the roof change in different seasons? It doesn't. Cause the yeah, maybe it should change colors. That'd be kind of fun, you know, like a autumny leaf. But yeah, let me we'll cycle through some seasons. So right now we're in. Oh shoot! I summoned the kill all. There we go. Okay, go away, boss. Yes, right now it's like the spring. And right about now, it's summer. This one's a little more subtle. Everything's just a little bit more, I don't know, dry looking, maybe? More bright. It was hard to differentiate visually between spring and summer, but that's what I got. And then we got autumn, which is my favorite. And then winter, I didn't want snow because we already have a tundra biome, and then we just kind of have too much snow going on. So I made it more like a kind of dead winter, like one might see in island, on an island, you know. So if we go forward to the 29th, and okay, here's winter. Just a little more dry and barren. We got some, our non-evergreen trees have lost their leaves. How long are they? 28 days each. Hi Watt, do you remember me? We've added a new dev member to make our new game idea. The game will be about making pictures of all the different types of animals and mythical creatures. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, your name does seem familiar. That does sound really fun. Why'd you scare me? Sorry. A small change for spring might be some small buds. I like it. Yeah, that'd be good. Did you just do essentially temperature filters for these seasons? Temperature filters? You're scared of Unity. Why, don't be scared. Unity's great. Temperature filters. I don't do any, oh, I see. Like for the sprites. No, they're actually different colored sprites. Different sprites entirely. Like these, trees and the grass and the dirt. Everything is actually different sprites. But it wasn't too hard to do. I just took the old ones, changed the color, and re-uploaded them. It took me like an hour. Well, except for the trees. The trees were annoying. Hello, it's been a few days. Missed you. Miss you too, Kingster. Looks great. Appreciate the effort. Thank you. Yeah, I want different plants and different crops. Currently, crops will die if they start to, if you try to, if you plant spring only crops and then summer comes along, they'll die on you. But yeah. Okay, we need to fix this bug. Why is it that these animals do not... I'm gonna hide this for a minute. I'm gonna put it over here, off to yonder side, and then we're gonna zoom in on the possum. Alright, there's the possum. And we're gonna creep on its animator and see what's going on. We can watch what states it's in. What? It only has... What is this? What is this right? No, this can't be right. Where's the possum? I was just on it. Oh, we have to... I see. We have to look at its sprite renderer. There we go. Stupid. There we go. There's its animator. A little more complicated. How far can the minimap expand? That's a good question. Reasonably far, I think. I think you can show a pretty good chunk. If you're in the actual minimap menu instead of the one on the top right, you can see a lot. Can we change the color of our armor? Not yet, but that's definitely something that I think would fit. Just discovered your channel from a video where you talked about making this game. Really inspiring. Thank you. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you dropping by. Yeah, I think dyes will be something that we'll add. Maybe seasonal goblins appear to join your tribe on a random basis per season. I like it. That would be fun. How large is the game going to be? It looks like it's shaping up to something really cool I could sink quite a few hours into. I mean, lofty goal, but I mean, it could just keep growing to, you know, be the size of Terraria or Stardew, or, you know, this is the type of game that I don't think has an upper limit of how much junk I can cram into it. So honestly, just as long as I'm having fun working on it and people are having fun playing it, I think I'll just keep adding to it. Could you add taxes? I could. That's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna skip forward in time a little bit, and I'm gonna try to... Here's your mission, everyone. Your mission is to watch what goes on in this state machine as I pet this little possum and its sprite freaks out. There, I petted him. I think I saw it go to walk down. Alright, move, little buddy. You gonna move again? There. Oh, it did it that time. Yeah, it did the action down like it was supposed to. So if I pet him one more time... Come on, buddy, move. What are you doing? He's not moving. Dang it. Okay. Come on, one more time, buddy. Why is he not there? There! What did that just do? I couldn't see it. Not fast enough. Oh, it went to Goblin base mail, moving action up. Okay. It was... Okay, okay. Let me, Alright, that makes sense. So, when we pet them... Let's look at the code. Goblin money laundering. Goblin IRS. A greedy goblin named Grebe that is always trying to con the player out of teeth. That would be really funny. First time in an Isle Goblin stream. Well, welcome 8-bit Axolotl. You are very welcome to join us. There's little guys that talk when we talk. Heck yeah. How many cave worlds are there? Cave worlds. The underground area is pretty big. We got a bunch of underground biomes. I want there to be... In the initial release of the game, I want there to be 2 underground floors. You start out, here's your little elevator to your town. And then you can dig around, and there's a bunch of biomes, and there's like dungeons, and... You know? I want more dungeons, I want more stuff, but this is what it's at for now. In the noise generation, I tried to make sure there were big pockets of empty space, along with smaller ones. You'll also notice that here there's a lot of dirt and stone, but as we get closer and closer to the edge, it's mostly stone and like good ore. Ooh, some This Is Hell references. That'd be fun. Let's look at the code and figure out what the heck our NPC sprite displayer was doing there. So, when you pet, here's what it does. It sets your action bool to true. It basically says, hey, do the action. And then when you're done, it says action 1 to false. Now, what I was seeing there was that it was trying to do a moving action, which is something that we do not permit yet. So why would it be doing a moving action? I think because our is walking bool was set to true. And I think... How does is moving get set? If your move direction is not equal to 0. I see. So here's all we have to do. If you're are you walking? Return if you're moving. And you also have to not be getting petted. Creature behavior, NPC behavior. What's that script called? It's gonna be... Wow. Oh boy. Nope. Undo. Alright. We're gonna set is walking to be true if you are walking, and my... What is that? What was that called? My NPC behavior. Dot sprites oh wait. We don't have to do all that. And we're not is petted. Is being petted. There we go. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Now let's quickly look at the raccoon Can we make the chatter guys do stuff? Oh, the little characters? Yes, you can. I think you can duel each other, you can do slots. If you Google stream avatars commands, you'll be able to see stuff. Kingstar, a girl asked for your number? That's crazy. Congrats. Handing out those digits. Wow, I got an idea. What if the boss spawn we player have a circle indicator similar to some FPS games? When being hit by something in the boss spawn should briefly show pointing an arrow. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat after I just stuffed my face in code. Can you draw a bunch of goblin characters? Let's go. The Tooth Fairy is a thief who leaves useless gold and takes teeth. That's actually really funny. Yeah, that's really funny. I just thought of a bunch of holidays to add, but now you're making me second guess myself. Having like a holiday where the fearsome Tooth Fairy visits and everybody has to. That'd be really funny. I'll have to think about that. A number asked for your girl. Whoa. Terraria copied Isle Goblin. That's for sure. Copycats. They traveled forward in time to steal my ideas. Livestock. No, not livestock. Pets. Where's the pets folder? LMNOP. P. Maybe it's under NPCs. Oh, here we go. Possum. 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 Awesome possum. Sweet. Alright, gang. We're good now. You know, I'm tempted to not even check it, but we're gonna check it because we're good. Let's maximize that. Bro, Terraria x Isle Goblin. Terraria devs? Collab when? Count me in. Yeah, I feel like their Goblin invasion, it'd be so easy for them to just add a little rare enemy spawn that's one of these goblins, you know? They could pick their favorite goblin NPC and throw it in the Goblin invasion. Easy money. Easy money. Will your game have a summoner-like class? I want it to. Probably not at the start though, but that'd be fun. I think the beginning classes are going to be melee, ranged, and magic. I still haven't decided if the magic is going to be music themed. You know, like playing little bongo drums and a little flute. That'd be fun. Maybe like really bad playing, so it hurts the enemy. It hurts the enemies because it's just so bad. I don't know. I can't imagine goblins playing really good music. You know, a goblin beast tamer would be sick. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Ah shoot, I have to do that thing again. We're gonna spawn a bunch of fishies. We're gonna spawn a research table. Boop. We're gonna sell all our fishies so we can afford to vanish the varmints. There we go. We're gonna skip a few days ahead. Now we're gonna try to pet him while he moves. We're gonna get him when he leaves the house. Oh, there we go. It worked. We fixed it, everyone. Look at that. How cute. He turns on his back. Cute. We love to see it. Oh, he loves us. Alright, gang. One bug down. How many to go? Too many to go. The small hearts when petting them are much smaller than they should be. This may be intentional. No, it is not. It does look like the animation is ending sooner than it should. Yeah, we can see the heart start to creep out of his little butt. It's hiding. I'm actually not sure why that's happening. Let me put this over here. So what we can do, we can go over here to the possum. There we go. Stop moving. Get back here. You cretin. Then he should have an emote displayer. Emote displayer? Oh, here it is. Heart emote. Now I'm gonna pet him. Let's look at the animator. Oh yeah, you can see here the animator. This emote, we should see when I pet him. It should go to this emote animation and then continue. So I'm gonna pet. Huh, it definitely did it. Why is it like impossible to see? Let's move it up a little bit. It's a little annoying that it's all in... Stop moving. We're gonna pause it. There we go. Now we can see it a little better. I'm gonna pet him. Huh. It only plays the first frame of the animation. What the heck is that about? See, look. When I pet him, see it just plays the... See the little heart appearing like above him? But then it doesn't play the full animation. Let's go take a creepy peeky at what's going on in that animation. Which is weird because I didn't change that at all. Hunting Horn from the Monster Hunter series could give you some ideas. Ooh, yeah. I love me some Monster Hunter. I never played the Hunting Horn. I was always a bow/bowgun person. I need to look into how those work. The latest Pokemon game is really darn expensive. Sword and Shield costs $60. Yeah, that's crazy. The game is going to be pixel art like Stardew Valley and Isle Goblin. It's coming out very, very soon. Ooh. That sounds awesome. How soon? Do you have a Steam page for it? Ooh, Turnip Boy. I haven't played Turnip Boy tax evasion game yet. It seems fun though. A shaman, that'd be fun. Yeah, I do need a... I've added a pantheon of goblin deities. I need to add like a religious zealot goblin. Let me add that to the list. Ugh, more things. There we go. Yeah, what is going on with that heart emote, guys? Heart emote, here it is. Let's take a peek. Let's microscope this guy. Yeah, this looks great. It's only playing the first frame. Why I oughta... The sprites look fine. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous sprite sheet. What is going on here? Maybe it's this... What's up with the animator? Yeah, it's got its, you can't see it because of the chat, but it's got its thing, speed 1, no parameters. What is happening? Any state. Oh, chat. We have bumbled across the age-old mistake. When you're using your animator, whenever you have any state, you always need to make sure that your transitions out of it say cannot transition to self. Because what it's doing is it's saying, oh, I'm going to start the emote. Oh, and these conditions here for this transition are valid, so, and I'm in the emote state, I'm going to start the emote, and then I'm going to start the emote, and then I'm going to start the emote. It's transitioning to itself over and over again, so you always see the first, like, 10 nanoseconds of the emote. And it never finishes. So, that's what just happened. Which is some sloppy... I can't believe... How was it even working before? I didn't change that. Maybe I re-imported it? That's actually crazy. What about the teardrop emote? Oh, that uses an override. Okay. Yeah, huh. Let's go see if it's fixed, but that's crazy. Hello, Spiral. How's it going? Sweet tea, no notification. Aw, man, I thought our chat was a little sour, not enough sweetness. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Timsy. How about you? We're just banging our head into some bugs right now, knocking them out one by one. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one. Yeah. What do you guys hate more? Let's see here. Haven't thou ever played No More Heroes? I've never heard of that. What sprites are used at the bottom of the screen? These are just, it's from a thing called Stream Avatars. You can get it on Steam. And then you hook it up with your Twitch or YouTube, and it'll show all the viewers as little characters. This is a Smash Bros pack. I couldn't find a Goblin pack, and I didn't want to make one. It seemed like a lot of effort just to have a little... It'd be cute, but it'd be a lot of effort. Hey, what's the best way to learn how to code? I keep watching videos, and just keep coming up with, like, make a character, then make a map. I want to learn how to do stuff like... Privacy, transparency. I see. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, starting to code. Unity has, I mean, if you go with Unity, has a lot of great tutorials, but, oh, I just realized her head icon is wrong. Oh man, I forgot to save again, so I have to go sell a bunch of fish again. Yeah, I'd say, Unity has a lot of good tutorials. They have like sample projects that you can use to kind of get used to how to move things around and how to collide things, and you know, just all the basics of using Unity. And then they also have Unity Learn modules where you can learn about like coroutines and classes and structs, and they're really good. That's how I learned. I already had a bit of a programming background, so it was more like a intro to C# type thing, where I'd be like, oh, that's how that works. Oh, that's different from what I'm used to. Blah blah blah. Where's the research station? There it is. But yeah, that's how I learned. Worked. I think I liked it. But yeah, coding can be a bit of a grind to get through there first. It just takes... There's no secret. Everybody just struggles with it until they get it. You just gotta keep banging your head into it until... if you hit an issue and you're like, that doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, you just gotta make sense of it and move on to the next thing that won't make sense. The minimap villager icons also have black eyes. Yeah. Some of them do. Gizmo still does. Pike is okay. Yeah, you're right. And I noticed her, yeah. I'll have to go through those and clean them up. Try not to spam you with really minor bugs. Hey, I love the spam. I like the bugs. The bugs are kind of like a nice little treat, because like, unlike a huge system that I'd have to add, it's just like a nice little, oh, just solve this real quick type thing. I kind of like the bugs. So never be afraid to load me up on bugs. Can you add to pre-made packs? Oh, for the stream avatars? I don't know. I think you can. Oh man, too busy playing Lego Star Wars. Well, that fit. That's reasonable. Oh, somebody asked how far the minimap can zoom out. Here's how far that one can zoom out. I think this one can zoom out more. No, similar-ish. What was I doing? Oh, the varmints. Come here. There they are. Where's your heart emote? What about you? Hey, get back here. Where is it? You little gremlin. Where's their heart emote? It doesn't even have the little tiny one anymore. Something's fishy here, guys. I thought this was a solved case. But we've murdered an innocent line of code. I thought it was strange that this just happened to switch on us. The plot thickens, everyone. Let's go to the possum's emote displayer. One more time. Okay. Come here, you little turd. Yeah, it shows it, supposedly. Look at that. Look at that, in the top right. Oh, you can't see. Ha, suckers. There we go. See, it says missing. Why would the sprite be missing? See that? What do you mean it's missing? It should be using the animator sprite. It even turns it on, see? That little checkbox goes on. When I pet, there we go, it goes on. What does it mean the sprite's missing? This happens sometimes. Okay, so here's what happens. Sometimes Visual Studio will tell me, you got errors. Error, 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 error. And it's things that should not have errors. And I'm like, what? This was fine yesterday. And so I go over here and I do file, or assets, re-import all. I re-import all the assets. And then, mysteriously, sprites do this. They'll like be missing. So I have to go re-import them like this. I don't know why. Like they're right here, you know? And they're linked up. Look at, I mean, this animation here. Yeah, I don't know. Unity is a little, guys, Unity's kind of janky sometimes. I love it, but it's janky. You want your stream avatar to be the Goblin? That would be pretty awesome. Do you keep a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man? Of course I do. What else would you give to the dirt man? While I'm at it, I'll re-import the talking emote for some reason, and we'll re-import the teardrop emote just to be sure. I don't want to hear no more of this missing sprite buffoonery. Did you take inspiration from the survivalists or escapists? I did not. I played escapists, oh man, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's been a while. I don't really remember it. Are you streaming somewhere else too? No. Geez, stop with the commands. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem with the stream avatars. The chat gets a little saturated with commands. But that's not a huge deal. Ah! I just closed the game view window. Come back. I didn't mean it. I promise I won't do it again. There we go. They give me my dopamine rush. Yeah, little baby Isle Goblin. Oh wait, not that baby. A little bigger. Oh, it's loading. There we go. Isle small blend. Oh, do I have to do the fish thing again? Okay, I'm gonna remember to save this time so I don't have to keep doing this. We're gonna spawn a bunch of fish, put them in our inventory, spawn the research station, place it down, open the stockpile, sell the fish, go to the research station, expel the varmints, skip a day forward. There. There's the heart emote. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Heart emote, heart emote, heart emote. All we had to do is re-import the sprite because I imported it wrong. Because Unity, this was a Unity issue, guys. Unity hates me. That's what we learned. When in doubt, re-import your sprites manually because Unity hates us. Yep, another bug down. Only took 30 minutes. Oh boy. It's good I'm not in the bug Olympics. Okay, here's one. In multiplayer, the client was able to see... Ooh, that's not good. But they was able to see the exclamation marks underground like this. See that, chat? Look at that. The exclamation marks from the NPCs who are above ground were showing up underground. What a strange bug, you may say. But I say, 'tis a simple one. Where is it? So, the fun fact is, when people are... So, the way the multiplayer works, if you spawn an enemy or an NPC on one person's computer, it spawns it for all of them. But the problem is, sometimes players are underground, sometimes they're above ground, you know? So, if a player on floor 1 spawns an enemy, because an enemy is nearby, then the player underneath them on the floor down will see it too, even though they're on different floors. So what I do is I just have them exist on both computers, but they're invisible on one of them and they cannot do anything on one of them. Well, they're invisible and they're moving around, but you can't see it, you can't hear it, and so on. So if we go over here to the NPC behavior, you'll see here I have this list of transforms. Where is it? Oh, you know what? It's actually in Creature behavior. Here it is. List of transforms. Transforms to disable on death and floor change. And what we do is we can say make everything invisible and make everything visible. Oh, other way around. Add a rain frog NPC. Ooh, a rain frog. A grog making minigame. That'd be fun. Minecraft music hitting hard. Heck yeah. So for some reason, the exclamation marks are not being set to invisible. So if we quickly check, let's take a look at one of these NPC prefabs. Where are they? NPCs. Here we go. Let's look at who has. We'll look at Gogs. She has a lot of exclamation mark dialogue. Here's her exclamation mark. Let's see if it's in her transforms to disable list. Do you see exclamation mark down here? I'll move it up so you can see it too. I don't see it. That's our problem. It was not being made invisible when the floor changes. So we're gonna make a new list here. New item. Drag exclamation mark in. And that should do it. But now we unfortunately have to do it for every single one. One by one. Welcome to my life. Womp womp. Had a British Goblin. Wishlist the game. Can't wait to play it. Thank you, Lame. I appreciate it. Just for that, you should change your name to Cool instead of Lame. Too many goblins. Who put all these NPCs in the game? Thought they were all British. Exclamation mark. There has been a person who comes in the stream all the time with the name Australian Goblin who always demands that I make an Australian Goblin, but I'm not sure what that means. Drag and dropping like this is my least favorite part of Unity. The small load isn't much, but it's so annoying. Yeah, it's super annoying. I kind of wish I could just do everything with code. And I could. I think I'm in too deep for that now, but... Well, except for like setting up colliders. That'd be annoying. How do you even do that without a GUI? I don't know. But stuff like this, I probably could have had it auto-detect. But the bugs, you know? I don't know. Good thing good thing I don't have 100 NPCs, or we'd be here all day. Yeah, I probably could have it just check auto-populate all these transforms. Alright, let me make sure I actually did all that right. Cool. Alright, that bug should be fixed. I'm not going to check it though. Just finished watching The Princess Bride. Forgot how good it is. I haven't watched that in so long. Finish your Duolingo lesson. Your family's safe. That's funny. I always watch your stream fully. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Hang on, I got an email. Who is it? Meta Horizons. I emailed my old job. Because I'm moving back to moving back to San Diego. I emailed my old job and I was like, "Hey, can I come back?" And I'm waiting on a response. It's very we'll see what they say. Hopefully they'll let me squeeze back in. Will some of the NPCs be different colors, or is it just the player that can be any color? It could just not be mentioned in the game if you don't want to make multicolored NPCs. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I might add some multicolored NPCs. Sorry, gotta go. Bye. I'll miss you. Miss you too, Gavin. Have fun. If you have a Steam page up for your game, you gotta send it to me. It's been almost an hour. Yes, it has. Time flies when you're solving bugs. That's what they say. Alright. Okay, it looks like we just have one more bug. Oh, wait, no, two more. The mud pits appear to be creating spider eggs. Ooh, that's not good. Bed? Livestock bed? Where is that? What is that item called? Bed crystal, bedrock, hog bed. Here it is. Alright, let's get to the bottom of this one. Allowable breeds. Where do I set what egg comes out? My nose is itchy. Where is that? Oh, egg sprite overlay. No. What? How? Who sets that? We gotta look at the code. This is just gonna take me forever to track down. I'm gonna go... Good night, guys. Alright, Sebastian, thanks for dropping by. I'll check that those markers don't show Wednesday, but what you've explained convinced me that that's it. Let's go. Hopefully. There's... Yeah, I think that's it. Stuck in a mud pit and a sudden spider spawn in. That would be pretty horrific. A lot of Owl House profile. A spider in the mud pit. That does sound Australian. I like Owl House. That's a good show. Oh, is that... Do you have an Owl House profile? It's too small on my screen, Hero Master. Is that who I think it is? Why can't I see? I just see purple, so I think I know who it is. You've drawn the Goblin Priest. Let's go. I'm excited to see it. Okay, who sets this renderer? Egg sprite rend. Who touches that? Oh, here. Get item prefab. Bed details struct. Where does that come from? What? I haven't touched this code in ages, guys. Livestock bed manager? Are you kidding me? What is bed details? Who makes this? Get struct. All positional bed. Livestock bed details savable. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Who makes this? Savable contents. Yeah, let's take a look at this struct. Egg assembly. Here we go. Here we go. Who is setting this to the wrong egg assembly? Is it you? No, you set it to null. Is it you? Egg item. Where's this egg item come from? Egg inventory? What egg inventory? I don't know what it's talking about. Does the bed have an inventory on it? That's crazy. Why would I put a whole inventory for one item? Livestock bed. No. Bed. Who wrote this code, everybody? If there's an inventory here, we're gonna be very confused. Egg sprite overlay. Huh. I'm like tripping right now. Where's that inventory? What is this? This is a part of HUD livestock bed. Who populates this? When we open the HUD, we clear the contents of the inventory. But when we receive data from the server, we populate it based on the data from the bed details struct. Okay. That's fine. Who sets this egg assembly? It should be you. Who calls this? Egg struct. That's empty. You. If egg assembly is not... Why is it, I'm really struggling to hunt this down. Who sets up this egg assembly? It's you. Who sets this? We've been here before. We're going in circles. Get details savable. Huh. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Goblin Gunslinger. Gravity Falls is good. Over the Garden Wall is at least a yearly rewatch, short and sweet. Yeah, I'll be Wirt at Comic-Con this year, and my brother's going as Greg. I made a little hat. Finding bugs for now, but working on the intro cutscene later. Yeah. Sweet tea, the same happens for me with a lot of shows. I tried Adventure Time and Steven Universe. Yeah, I tried Steven Universe, and for some reason I just couldn't get into it. Start making a game, your videos are super inspirational. Thank you, Luke Chop. I appreciate it. I shall keep making them, hopefully. That's the plan. Potatoes and molasses, that'd be really fun. That'd be a fun little Easter egg. Guys, why am I'm just losing my mind here. Who sets this variable? Who? I'm actually so confused. Who sets egg item? Get details savable. It's the savable. It's the egg inventory. When does that get set? Oh, no. Egg assembly. I'm losing my mind. What? When? It's got to be the livestock manager. Some code here must be putting eggs somewhere. Who's laying eggs in my HUD? That's all I'm wondering. I shouldn't be this lost in my own code, but it's been like a year and a half since I've written this. And this code is this is older code, so it's a little sloppy. Can't spell. I'm just gonna control F for egg. What? No? That's actually crazy. That's nuts. Egg box, egg inventory, egg. Configure box. Egg. Huh. Wow. Livestock bed manager. You there. Yeah, I'll control F for egg here. Last time checked for eggs. Monitor livestock egg production. Here we go, here we go. All livestock data. You get all the livestock data. You're going to go through all of them. You're going to check to see if the male and female are both present. Blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Where? You know, maybe there's another way we can do this. I think the code's okay. Spider. Let's just look at the spider. Do I have a livestock data prefab? HIJK livestock data. It's probably one of these guys. Egg item assembly. Here it is. Oh, wait a minute. No. No, the code is not okay. Hello, Pancake. Welcome in. We're chasing bugs. You are 1 hour late. That's okay. Rhythm minigame. That'd be fun. That would be really fun. Watch, when I make a quick demo for my game, can I send it in the Discord for you to play it? Yes. Although if it's just an executable file, I might not open it. I saw somebody else get hacked because they opened a game that had, I guess I would have no way of knowing if it was you or somebody who hacked you, you know? If I got a DM or even in the Discord where you sent it and you were like, hey everyone, check out my game, and I opened it, could be you got hacked and you were trying to take over my account. So I don't run executables anymore from Discord. That's my new policy. But if you put it on Steam or Itch, I'd be able to play it. Or I could, yeah, do it in a virtual machine or something. But I don't have that set up, so it'd kind of be a lot of work. Nice. Yeah, I'd be down. Can goblins of the same gender have babies in this game? There's a video game, and these are goblins. Why do they have to mate the same as humans? Yeah, that's a good question. The goblins, I've actually decided how they have babies. They cut off a piece of themselves. It could be a finger. Some goblins can do it just based on things that'll grow back like hair, but most goblins, they would need to cut off a finger or a hand or something like that. And then the two goblins who do it, they bury it in some enriched mud, and then a goblin baby will grow from that. That's that's canon. Some goblins can do it just from things like hair, and those are like the matriarchs or the patriarchs of the tribes. But if you really want to have a kid, you gotta donate a part of yourself to create it. That's my official explanation. But for the livestock do require a male and a female, just because. I don't know, why not? Someone wrote that down in Wikipedia. And then even rarer than goblins being able to use like their hair or something are goblins who can do it just by themselves and reproduce kind of asexually. Those are like the mega matriarchs or patriarchs. So yeah, that's my plan. So yes, goblins of the same gender can reproduce. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to learn how babies are made. Yeah, throw that in the wiki. Oh man, what was I doing? Oh, the mud pits. Ooh, Eddie. Thanks for the sub, if you're in here. Yeah, I figured, why not? Couple of goblins. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I cannot for the life of me figure out. Livestock data. Let's see if this ever gets referenced. Egg item assembly. Is this just unlinked code? Egg for species. Additional bed data. All positional bed data. Add egg. Okay. So if a male is present and a female is present for the livestock, and the male can have children, and the female is old enough to have children, and there's no egg already present, it will it'll calculate what sort of egg we should spawn. If you have two regular spiders, there's always a chance that they'll spawn a fancy one. Then we add the egg to that positional data, and then we say, hey beds that are on screen, we just added an egg, and we transmit it. Where we say, hey, are you on screen? If so, do this. Bed detail struct. Egg sprite is equal to egg assembly dot inventory icon. It should work. It should really work. I'm so confused. I'm confused the boy. I'll add it to the goblin culture page. We had a gay goblin. I don't see why not. Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it. I did leave some of them kind of... I don't know. I wanted Gogs to be a little ambiguous. Everybody thinks she's a guy. I don't know. Will the game have large-scale bug farming? I think bug livestock would be pretty good. Right now we just have the spiders. Core keeper, but an outside world. Yeah, pretty much. Yo, the Goblos game have a similarity to Dr. Stone Village arc. I haven't gotten too far in Dr. Stone. I'd like to watch it a little more. Yeah, what part did Mama Goblin give to those two little monsters? You know, I also thought I forgot to mention, if two goblins do cut off a piece of themselves and bury it, you can also bury like something else in there too to kind of morph the personality of the goblin a little bit. Like if you put a, well, I don't know. Not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with that. Elephant herd. Sorry, I have to drop off. I'll see you next time. All right. Thanks for dropping by. Would the mom have to give 2 pieces to get twins? I think so. Yeah, I think they'd have to be either two separately buried. Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really thought about that. Because I guess real life twins, it kind of splits mid-development. Maybe something like that happens. 2 egg sacs, 2 little mud sacs form instead of just 1 or something. Customizable child. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if I want to keep that. It's a little weird. How big will the pieces be? Maybe the bigger the piece, the bigger the goblin. If you chop off like a whole arm, it's like a big old, it's a big boy. But if you just do like a little finger, it's a little wimpy goblin. It's like the more you sacrifice, the more strong they'll be. Twins happen on accident. Put 1 toe in the dirt, get 2. Yeah. Oh man, guys, I do not understand why this is happening. I almost don't believe it, but I do believe it because I know it probably happens. Let me look one more time at these. Oh, you know what else could have happened? You know what else could have happened, guys? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Here it is. Livestock hog. Nope. It does use the right data. Shoot. I thought that was it. Yeah, it uses the right livestock data. Dang. They really do be like that. Everyone in the village gives a piece to make a super goblin. It's 11:30 for me. Good night. Good luck on the bug. Thanks. Hope you have a good, enjoy your sleep. I gotta go to bed if I'm gonna get up for work on time. Sounds good, Jules. Thanks for dropping by. What are you working on? Arachnid, we are working on a bug fix where, let me read it out. Mud pits, which are which should be hogs only, instead of spawning hog eggs, seem to be spawning spider eggs, but it's completely inexplicable. I do not know why. I cannot, for the life of me, make sense of it. I'm actually baffled. It should. All positional bed data underscore server. Yeah, no, this doesn't make any sense. Add eggs for species should be livestock data manager.instance.get livestock data chosen species, which should be chosen from a weighted list, which ticket.creatures type. Yeah, no, this should all be fine. Can I buy a whole goblin except 1 toe? Yo, what if the goblin collect teeth because you're sacrificing your financially to make a goblin child? Ooh. Yeah, what if every time a tooth fell out, you had a goblin spawn? That'd be crazy. Transmit new. I'm really just so confused. Grid object bed. It really should work. If you didn't send the screenshot, I don't think I'd believe it based on the code. I'm gonna look at that screenshot. Yep, I believe it. Shoot. Huh. That's really weird. I feel like I've seen this work too. Let me check all of my saving stuff. Egg assembly. Yep, it serializes it. Huh. Interesting. Different teeth have a different value, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to make it so big old monster teeth are super valuable. Huh, why would this default to... This is actually weird. Mossy egg hatched. Breed. Hog, hog, hog. Yeah, this should be fine. Species ID. Well, you know what's interesting? Livestock spiders, species ID 0. Could be it's defaulting to species 0. Because it's empty. Huh. That's completely fair. I could do more testing with it, maybe try and recreate it. Well, I think... I mean, yeah, you're definitely right. I just don't know. I can't make sense of it. But I think we just need to keep banging our head into it. What do you think would be the minimum needed FPS to run the best? Ooh. I mean... I feel like 30 is tolerable here. Yeah, that's a good question. We add something like redstone to make auto mob farms or auto crop farms. That could be fun. I haven't really considered it yet. Would a golden tooth? I think so. That would be the sign of ultimate wealth. Try writing a line of code that prevents it from happening instead of trying to fix it. Well... it's hard because I don't even know why it's happening. Make a robber in the Goblin's village. Redstone would be a very big thing to add. Yeah, all running in the background constantly. That'd be tough. Alright, hang on. I'm going to kind of lock in here and I'm going to neglect you guys for a few minutes here. Bear with me. Alright, let's just talk through it. I'm going to close some of these scripts because there are too many open. Room manager, NPC, client... Livestock bed, livestock manager, grid manager, crop manager, place equipable. Alright, so it starts here with the livestock data egg item assembly. This gets called by a few things. Just this. So this gets called, we constantly monitor livestock production. We say no egg, no egg, no egg, no egg, and then finally when you have a male and a female spider or hog, they will decide to make an egg. And I think this code cannot be wrong. It cannot. You choose a species, you get the livestock data, you grab the egg assembly. I saw in Unity that the egg item assembly was configured correctly. This has to be right so far. So you get the egg for the species. And then you say, alright, all positional data server, here's your egg. Alright, let's see how this looks. If egg is null, return. If egg is null, otherwise make a new savable item assembly based on the egg, which should be fine. Maybe. Let me actually try something here. Item assembly, egg copy, because we're handing it a prefab is equal to new item assembly. Egg. And we're gonna set egg dot main item dot quantity is equal to 1. Alright, so now we're handing it a copy of the prefab, so then we don't mess with the actual prefab itself, which is something I always bump into as an issue. And then we're gonna do if it's null, we're gonna set egg assembly to null. Cool. Form from struct. This could be the cause of the issue too. If we form it from a struct that doesn't set it, how do we set it? Egg assembly struct. This could be it, guys. When we set the struct as empty, what does it default to? Item number sets to max value. Okay. Nope, I stand corrected. Yeah, sorry guys, I've been neglecting chat. I'm trying to figure out this bug. I'm like a dog in a car on a hot day. I'm locked in. That's funny. A gold tooth or a rotted tooth? Ugh. Hi, what's up? Me and my friend beginning to work on our first big indie game. Can you give some tips on splitting tasks and any do's and don'ts? Interesting. I've only mostly really worked alone, except for my music guy. But the line there is pretty defined, you know. He makes me, I just tell him what music to make and he makes it. But yeah, I'd say make a big checklist. Try to avoid the game getting too big. It's always easy to be like, oh, I'm gonna add this and add this and add this. You gotta like kind of limit yourself. But other than that, I just say have fun, I guess. Planning to build Kilowatt Games into an indie publisher and developer? That's a good question. I don't know if I'd like to do publishing, but I might, if this game did like really well and it made a ton of money, I think I might hire some people so I can make bigger games. Is this music from the game? No, this music's from just a playlist. I think right now it's Terraria music. Yeah, gotta watch out for that scope creep. I'm very bad about that. I can't believe I'm spending so much time on this bug. I cannot figure this out. This egg assembly gets set. New struct dot setup. If egg assembly is not equal to null, and it's not. Huh. Wait a second, what's going on here? Get struct? What is this? When we send all the data, we say, hey, bed details, give me your struct. And what do? We say, alright, here's a new struct for you. And we make an egg struct. We set it up as empty. Oh, but then we set it up properly. And then we set up the struct, and then we send it out. That should be fine. Let's look at this setup code again. Assembly to copy. Main item dot setup. Yep. Huh. I'm confusion. Huh. Livestock bed. Egg item. Okay, yeah, this code should all work. I think I'm missing something. I think now's where we need to start putting in debug lines, and because I can't trace it out just from thinking there's an issue. Bed details struct dot egg assembly. So it is intentionally populating it with the egg item, with the spider egg. So for some reason, this function is returning the spider egg for sure. Livestock detail struct, which means this function is being fed the spider egg for sure. Which means that this details to send struct has the spider egg for sure. Which we ask the positional data. Ayo, give me your struct, please. That should be fine. I'm gonna witness it. YouTube needs better mobile live stream format. Oof. Oh, there's like a heart button blocking everything? That's annoying. What are we working on today? We are working on bugs. And we're probably going to draw some intro cutscene art if we have time. But these bugs are killing me. What do you use for multiplayer? I use Steam's... Well, I use Unity's netcode for game objects for my netcode stuff. And then I use Steam... I use Face Punch from the Gary's Mod guy. He's got a Face Punch library which converts the Steam multiplayer libraries and stuff from C to C# for Unity. What, do you have a schedule, or sometimes you just stream, or just sometimes? Yeah, I'm kind of avoiding a schedule since I kind of get called into work whenever. I'm kind of on call 24/7, so it's hard for me to have a consistent schedule. So just kind of whenever I can. Oh, alright, Crazy Turtle Pizza. Sorry I missed your message. Thanks for dropping by. We will miss your Crazy Pizza Turtle festivities in the chat. I don't remember what the livestock eat. Is it meat? I don't know why I can't remember that. Or is it still nightshade berries? Alright, hang on, we gotta... Oh, hog food. Okay, I forgot I added that. Thank you. Alright, I'm only concerned with hogs here, so we're gonna make some hog troughs. We need a bunch of hog eggs. A bunch of eggs. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Then we need food for them. Hog meal. Okay, now we can hatch you a Huggy. We'll call you A. We'll call you B. We'll give you affectionate name C. And we'll call this one, we'll name it after a chatter. We'll call it Unknown. There we go. We'll assign A and B to there. We'll assign C and Unknown to there. Hopefully. Oh yeah, we need to add. Why can't I see? There we go. Are you happy? Happy with your food? Yay, happy. Happy piggies, make eggies. Go away, Huntress. There it is! How could this be? Spider egg? How did you guys make a spider egg? You naughty, naughty hogs. I'm actually... my mind is blown. Make more. Do it again. Wow, they really don't want to make more eggs. Are they really only gonna make one egg all year? That's crazy. Oh, they're out of food. They're like, we're starving. We can't make you more eggs, master. More hog meal. Here you go. Eat up, you hungry piggies. Wow, you're really only gonna give me one egg. That's actually crazy. What is going on here? They sure don't eat a lot of hog meal, do they? Wow, it's... Alright, we got a big problem here, guys. These piggies are not laying eggs. What's wrong with you? Don't be shy. I love you. Do they need love? Oh, maybe they need love for eggs. Wait, this one made a hog egg. Look! How could this be? Is there a chance the sprites got messed up somehow? No, because I hovered over it and it said spider egg. Like, that's definitely for sure a spider egg. See, watch. What? Come back. There. See, that's a spider. What? A hog egg! Bro, what is happening? I'm so confused. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Maybe I should. Oh, wow, I'm literally so confused. Do you have it so you can only use the debug keys in the editor? No, actually. Right now, the patrons can do it too, because sometimes I'll do something that'll make it so all their items get deleted or whatever, so... but I will eventually. And maybe there's a really frisky spider nearby. Who needs sleep anyway? What I missed? We're trying to fix this bug, but... The hogs were laying a spider egg at first, but then after the first one, they laid... non-spider. They laid a hog egg like they should have. I'm super confused. There's another spider egg! How could this be? How could this be? I am perplexed. I didn't even give them love. Here, I love you. Make me eggs. There's another spider egg. More eggs. Give me babies. More babies. Oh, why are you sad? You're hungry? You got food. Weirdo. Oh, there we go. There's another spider egg. I'm like... This is crazy. This is crazy. What is going on here? What is going on here? I need to go back to that code where it sets the eggs. Where is that? So fishy. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's tear through this code. So first, they have a 0.1. All right. Here's how it determines what egg there should be. It goes through all the livestock beds. Is there an egg already present? It checks to see if there's a male and a female present. It checks to see if they are both old enough to have children. It gets their male and it gets their species numbers. Oh, it sets them to high values to start. And then it gets the current time in the game. Okay. Hours between fornication attempts equals 24. Age of livestock hours. So it figures out how old they are. Maturity age of livestock hours. It gets the age at which they mature enough to have babies. If we're going through each member of the bed, right? There's only two. If it detects a male, then it'll say a male is present. If it detects a female, it'll say a female is present. That's fine. If the male can have children, it checks to see if it's starving. It checks to see if it's old enough. It checks to see if it's been enough time between fornication attempts. And it tells us its species number. All livestock save data bed member. Name nums. Alright, that's probably fine. Same thing for the female. Okay, if all those conditions are met, they have a 10% chance, 10% chance of succeeding. If we hit that chance, now we go through and we determine what odds they have. Default breeding ticket listings. Oh, guys, I found the problem. That was stupid. It was a temporary list that I never made livestock bed manager. Yep, here it is. The livestock default breeding tickets. We always have a high chance of spawning a spider. Why did I even add? I guess this was just for debugging purposes. I don't think I want this. Default spider breeding ticket listing. What? This is crazy. I see. You sound very tired. No, I'm sorry. My brain's in like mega think mode. I think here's what was happening. So our bug was for anybody who just dropped in, our bug was that for some reason the hogs would have spider eggs. They would lay eggs for spiders instead of hog eggs, which first off, I know hogs are mammals and I don't think they lay eggs. Well, they don't lay eggs, but in this game they do. But for some reason they were laying spider eggs. I was like, why is that happening? But I have this list here. Default breeding ticket listings, where I have default spider breeding ticket listings. So I was adding like a 70% chance for any egg laid to be a spider for no reason. I don't know why this code is here. I think the intention of this code was to make it so that back when there were only spiders, the idea was Okay, most of the time, the baby is going to be a spider. It is going to be a boring regular spider, but you can add, if the parents are special, then you have a higher chance of having a special spider baby. I think I'm just going to get rid of this. This is dumb. Let me look at the livestock data real quick. Livestock data. There we go. Let's take a quick look here. We should have ticket information. Egg assembly. Nope. Tickets for mating. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, so I need to change this. So this is actually going to be a yeah, here's what we need to do. Creature type. Oh man, how do I want to do this? Yeah, this is a good question. So basically, how long did you spend on this bug? It's been like 30 minutes, maybe 40. This is crazy. I can't believe I spent so long on something like this. So basically, if you have, let's say a spiky hog or some sort of special hog, and then you have a regular hog, this one's gonna have maybe 10 tickets for a, 10 tickets for a, an egg that is similar to it. And this one might have 10 tickets for a spiky hog egg. And so no other variables, then you have 10 for and 10 against a spiky egg. So you have basically a 50-50 chance of getting each type. The purpose of that list was to make it so that there were like 50 that always pointed to this. So then you had 50 tickets for the basic one. So then you would have a 60%, well, a 60 to 10 odds that you end up with a boring one as opposed to a fancy one. So odds are, I think I just want to get rid of that. I don't think I want that. These guys could have really low ticket count, like, I don't know, 3. So then if you ever pair up one of these with one of these, you end up with, most of the time it's going to be this guy. But if you ever pair up, you know, one of these with one of these, you basically have a 100% chance that it's going to be spiky also. And we could throw in 1 ticket for a regular egg or whatever. Yeah, okay, this code's ridiculous. We need to make it so that each breed can have tickets for other eggs. That's what we need to do. But I don't think that's something that we're going to do right now, because that's a little annoying. What, that Adventure Time art you made is insanely good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun with it. I made that in one sitting. I was handcuffed to my chair for a stream. It was like 18 hours. It was crazy. Sorry, I'm slowly catching up with the stream. Oh, Shawcat, thank you. That was quite the variable name. Yep. What's the last bug on the list? Issues with one of the tied up NPCs. Those things are weird. Let me, I think we can maybe get through this. Let's fix this code here. Let's get rid of this and let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Yep. Okay, so now we can go to the livestock data. what we should have is a public list of mating tickets. And a mating ticket is going to be a class where we have a public int called number of tickets for mating, and we have an egg assembly. Ooh, where else does that get called? I don't know if I should oh. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Number of tickets for mating and egg assembly chance to maybe get. Okay. Now we can have a list of mating tickets called mating tickets. Mating egg chances, we'll call it. What is this? Could not be found. Is it not public? Public class mating ticket? What? Why do you scorn me, code? Oh, plural. Duh. We're going to serialize this field so it shows up in the and we're going to do system.serializable for this one. There we go. Now it'll show up in the inspector. What time is it for you? It is 8:50 p.m. right now. Just started learning Godot and game dev in general. Any tips on learning a game engine? Ooh. I'd say start out with tutorials, but not with the intent of just, I don't know, copying the tutorial like a robot, but with the intent of gathering tools for your toolbox and kind of trying to figure out how things work. Like, oh, I don't know, this made the character move, they did this, why did they do it that way? That's weird. I don't know. Too many people, I think, just follow the tutorials without trying to understand what's going on. We were at a Souls-like difficulty. That'd be fun. I do want to add different wow, I couldn't say that word. Different difficulty levels. A funny idea. Social media platform like Discord or Reddit. It looks like code. That'd be something. That would for sure be something. Oh, man. For each mating tickets in male livestock data dot mating tickets dot egg chances. There we go. Now we come in here and we say if race odds dot contains mating ticket dot oh, I see. I see. So this should be egg item assembly. Then we should have egg chances be public livestock data possible breed. Contains mating ticket. This one's going to be mating ticket dot num tickets for mating. Heck yeah. Okay, there we go. Here's the fixed code. Now we're going to do the same thing for the female livestock data. We can get rid of this. It'll choose a species, and then it'll grab the egg item assembly. Bam! We did it, gang. That was easy. How many hours of playable content do you think would be good for a game like this? That's a great question. I mean, Yeah, it's a really tough question. I mean, early Terraria was not much playtime. It was like 10 hours. But I don't know if people would tolerate that nowadays. If I sell it for like 10 bucks, I feel like people would, or 15. I feel like people would want more. Maybe like 20 hours? I don't know. It's kind of a lot. That's a good question. Would goblins resort to cannibalism? Yes, they actually have a holiday now. I'm adding a holiday that revolves around that. But it was in their past. So the idea was, for reasons that I won't explain, once upon a time, the goblins were, they were more orcish. They were bigger, they were stronger, and they were mostly lived underground, and the sun was more damaging to them. But they would make outposts on the surface, since there was a lot of food up there, and there's a lot of evil stuff going on underground. So they're kind of, it's a little safer near the surface. But they eventually kind of evolved to be smaller, and they grew to have an omnivorous diet instead of just meat, so they could start to eat all the fruit and stuff on the surface and vegetables and whatnot. But in the early days, when they were still very orcish and still relied on meat, winters were very harsh because all the winter animals would scurry away. So they had to sometimes resort to killing and eating the weakest among them. But over time, as the goblins became, food was less scarce, it wasn't needed. They didn't need to have these competitions to decide who was the weakest. So now there's a winter holiday that's a remnant of those once barbaric traditions where they'll still do the little competitions, but it's mostly for fun now. So yeah. And I'm not sure how much the modern goblins might not even know that. It's just a fun little tradition to play some games in the winter. So there's going to be a little winter holiday where they play little games and compete against each other. But I'm not sure if I'll even really explain it in game. More for the culture page on the wiki. There's a show with a holiday like that? That's crazy. This game seems really cartoon, but will have a mature lore. I think so. I'm trying to be like a little realistic with the lore, and I mean, goblins are kind of, but I feel like not a lot of it's going to come across to the player, it's mostly going to be if you take a deep dive, or yeah. And I'm just now coming up with the holiday. I came up with that literally 2 hours ago, so it's subject to change, but that's my idea for now. Alright, here we go. So look at this. A regular hog, if a regular hog breeds, it's going to put in, I'm going to say 100 tickets for a chance to spawn another regular hog. Now, a fire hog, if it breeds, is going to mostly have fire hogs. It's going to put in, actually I'm going to say, yeah. It's gonna put in 5 tickets for a fire hog. I'm gonna say 10, but then it's also gonna put in 1 ticket for a regular hog. You have a 1 in 10 chance. If 2 fire hogs breed, they're gonna have a 1 in 10 chance of giving, or 1 in 11 technically, of giving birth to a regular boring hog. And if you have a fire hog breeding with a regular hog, you have a 1 in 111 chance of giving a fire hog. So you're really only going to get fire hogs if you breed fire hogs together. Hopefully that makes sense. I said that really fast and it was kind of confusing, but yeah. I'm not going to say that again because that was really confusing. 100 for a spider. I think some of those odds are a little too high or too low, but whatever, we can change it later. So this is gonna be a spiky and this is gonna be a regular. We're gonna copy that again. I'm not even gonna check this one because this has to be it, I say with confidence. Adding to the wiki ASAP so it can never be taken back. Is that how it works? As soon as it gets added to the wiki, it's canon. How much lore do you have planned out? I've got like a 30-page lore document with different deities and explaining all the different races and how they came about. And it's pretty It's not as in-depth as it might sound, I guess. But I'm trying to... I keep adding to it. Whenever I'm like, I don't want to work on the game, I'm a little tired, I'll just kind of go sit down on my bed and work on the lore doc. Because that's a little more, like, relaxing, you know? What? Have you sorted the money? Sorted the money. Right now the money is still teeth in the game. That's a really smart system to make it easier to change the chances of breeding a raffle. Yeah! Yeah, I do that for, I guess, pretty much any time I need to choose between a bunch of things. I have everything put in a certain number of tickets in the raffle and then draw out of the hat. How much of the game direction has been influenced by the player base compared to how much you want to add? You know, I think the player base has helped a lot with like flavor stuff and quality of life stuff. The player base is very good at saying, hey, it'd be great if there was a button for this, because it's just super annoying. And then I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, like we can add that. And then it's great for, wouldn't it be funny if this goblin was this instead? Then it's like, oh yeah, that would be really funny. I like that. But in terms of like mechanics, like fishing or livestock or farming, I feel like my original vision has remained pretty intact. Is it annual? Because if it is, I think that'd be really annoying, since the years are so short in game. Oh, the holidays? Yes, it is annual. But I guess you don't have to engage with it if you don't want to. You'll get a little pop-up in the bottom left that says, it's the blah 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 holiday, and then there'll be a bunch of little, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but there'll be a bunch of little game stands where you can go, participate, if you want, and then after 24 hours the holiday will end. But I kind of stole my calendar from Stardew. It's 4 month, 28 days each. 4 seasons basically, each with 28 days. So, the Stardew years take a little while to pass along. How about biannual? Well, I mean, I feel like if the player doesn't want to engage with it, it's not a huge deal. And I think a year in game is going to be like, I can't remember the time conversion. I think you'd have to play for days for a year to pass. Do the goblins study astronomy to know when the holiday is on? I think so. I think gogs especially would be very into astronomy. And especially since they're nocturnal, they probably rely a lot on the stars. Yeah. Goblimancy, yes. In multiplayer, a client reported not being able to see Merle tied up in the jungle temple, while I, as the host, could. I then saw the other side of this on a separate world, where I was the client and could not see Merle when he was tied up. Interesting. So for some reason, the puppet is not... So, I have these things called NPC puppets, which are not quite NPCs. They don't use the regular NPC code. They just use this fake puppet code to show... That's a really tough one. I'm going to quickly look at the code and see if anything obvious pops up, but... Do goblins have illnesses? Not yet. That could be kind of fun though. A little plague action. Okay, here's a question. Current visible floor. So he was saying that for some reason one of these puppets, which are, I didn't want to have the NPC actually go into the temple and exist there. So I have what are called puppets, which are like these. It's literally just the NPC sprite, and you can talk to it, and that's it. It can't do anything else that an NPC can do. It's basically like a little fake NPC that pretends to be an NPC. And it'll spawn, and then you rescue them, you unchain them, and then they'll say, I'll meet you in the town. and then they disappear and disappear forever, and then the actual NPC actually spawns in town. So they're like a little placeholder NPC, and for some reason they're invisible on the client side. So it's got to be something with this handle NPC visibility, because it's a network object. It spawns, if it spawns on the host, it spawns on the client. So for some reason it's not showing up on the client. So we're gonna handle NPC visibility. First off, what calls this? It's called in maintain visuals, which is called an update, which should run regardless of whether you're the server or not. Okay. We set the sorting layer. That's good. If we're tied up, we set all these booleans. All right. Handle NPC visibility. So this all looks good so far. Let's check this code. We check the current floor. For some reason, we don't do anything with it. That's interesting. That's actually super weird. And then we say, all right, if we should show the character. Well, what is this should show character nonsense? Current visible floor. So I don't need this. That doesn't do anything. If current visible floor, if my floor dot value equals current visible floor, return true. So it should show the character if you're on the same floor, which you are. So I don't know why. I think client hidden is never being set to false. It should default to false. Ooh, no. If client hidden. No, it should default to true. That's right. What is your music taste? Will it translate into the game? It would be cool to have your own little footprint. Yeah, that's a good question. My music taste is a little all over the place. I like pop. I don't know. Well, I like popular stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, I'll listen to anything, because that's kind of not true. But I'll listen to most things. Most of like the really mainstream rock / I guess pop music to an extent. I haven't really. I'll listen to like. I don't know. What other genres are there? I'll listen to like punk and like metal and country. I've tried to get into. I don't like the really country songs where, you know, take you for a ride on my big green tractor. I just can't get into it. But like Johnny Cash, you know, I like some Johnny Cash. Some of the weirder genres. I mean, I have a friend who was really into dubstep. He made a dubstep playlist. I liked it. I don't know. There are very few genres where I'll listen to it, I'll be like, I hate this. Like when I was I don't know. So I don't really have like a really particular taste. I've been learning violin, so I've been getting into more classical and fiddle music lately. I've always thought the goblins would be like, I don't know, like banjo and fiddle and stuff like that. I feel like that would really kind of fit the goblin vibe, but maybe played a little poorly. Just a really sloppy fiddle playing. I don't know. But yeah, that's not really going to translate into the game too much. I think, I mean, I have some of the actual music from the game here that my composer has made. I can't really make music. I've tried, and I mean, I'm sure I could get it with years and years and years of practice, but I got other things to do, you know. And Ricardo, who does all the music, is very talented. I didn't even realize that Spotify was paused this whole time. So, you know, we kind of go for this like orchestral theme with like maybe a little bit of 8-bit influence, but it's usually pretty subtle. And I mean, honestly, in some of these tracks, it's kind of non-existent. Let me balance the audio here. I'm going to listen to what my Spotify sounds like loudness-wise. Why are they so quiet? Okay, so that's that. All right, here's the forest theme. Oh, Hero Master, just learned about your Patreon and got excited to try out the game. Nice. Yeah, that sounds fun. If you just DM me on Discord, preferably, or Patreon, either way, I'll send you a key. Hope you like it. Take you out on my big goblin tractor. Heck yeah. Watch some of his work demos on YouTube and they're awesome. Yeah, he really, he has a good job. Yeah. Fun stuff. I don't think I changed anything. I'll save changes just in case. What? Have you added the imposter gobbo? Not yet, but I want to. I will. I mark my words. I'm actually gonna add that a little higher up on the list because I think that'll add a lot of what is that? Oh, the imposter goblin. Yeah, the idea was to add a goblin who visits the town or becomes a member of the town, but it's clearly just a human in disguise, and it's obvious to the player, but your little goblin character has no idea. Kind of like oh man, in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, there was a character like that where he's obviously one of the X-Nauts or whatever, but Mario just has no idea, and like the betrayal is like they make a big deal out of like he pulls off his disguise, and like the player knew the whole time, but Mario's just like in shock. Yeah. Yeah. Imposter won't make it through wintertime. I got a suggestion. What if on multiplayer and your friend died, you can respawn him? Interesting. Yeah, that's a tough one. I want to avoid allowing respawns of friends. Should do the same for the goblins who go into the human areas. Yeah, it'd be fun to have the human mask you could wear and the enemies won't attack you. I'm kind of tempted. That seems fun. Possum with a stinky green fish on its face. Guys, I can't make sense of why this would ever not show. For each transform, if the client is not hidden, okay, if you should not show the character, and you're not hidden yet, then hide him and become hidden. Otherwise, if you should show the character, and your client is, yeah, this is all good. This is fine. It's gotta be the puppet manager. Lost NPC spawn manager. It's gotta be this guy. On network spawn. If you're the server, on tile load. This is a pretty simple class, I think. So whenever a tile loads, it gets this code gets told, hey, I loaded a tile. And this code's gonna say, oh, interesting. I'm gonna ask the map saver, hey, should there be an NPC here, a puppet? If it's null, then there's a problem. Okay, if it doesn't contain the floor, we're fine. If it doesn't contain the spot, no NPC, we're good. But if it did, if the map saver says, hey, there's an NPC here, you should look into that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, here's the spot, here's the vector. We're gonna say, all right, oh, here's the NPC number. Did we already find them? If so, get out of here. Otherwise, we might need to spawn them in. So if they're currently spawned, get out of here because we already spawned them. Otherwise, we're gonna spawn them, and we're gonna spawn them. This is all done on the server, at which point it actually finds the prefab, instantiates it, spawns it. Oh, interesting. Nope, we do spawn it with ownership. Interesting. Spawned puppet dot setup puppet. Currently spawned puppets. And these are server values. Yep, everything looks clean here, gang. Is set up. This is a server value? Dang. The only explanation I could possibly think of is setup is not being set to true on the client. But that's impossible. There's no way that this code would ever... There's no way that you would ever see it on just the client. Huh. You'll be able to cheese through the boss fights. Hopefully not. How many boss fights do you think there will be? Ooh, like 6? 7? It depends. I think I have like 10 planned out minimum, but we'll see how many make it into the base version of the game. Alright, Hero Master, thanks for dropping by. I'll give you that code as soon as I can. You started a cult in the chat. A life for a life to bring back your friends. That's interesting. I kind of like that. Will there be a blood moon? There won't be a blood moon. I do have a plan for an eclipse as kind of the holiday in the summertime. I've decided the goblins worship a moon deity. That's kind of their big thing. And then they're like their version of like the devil is a sun deity because they hate the sun. So this is a very important holiday during the eclipse because their moon deity is overtaking the sun deity once a year. So no blood moon, but we do have an eclipse. Is this game automatically hardcore? Right now, I mean, I haven't balanced any of the combat yet, but right now you drop half your money when you die. I'm used to hardcore games being like permadeath, and this is not permadeath. So right now I'd say it's automatically medium core. But no, when your character dies, they just go back to town, to their spawn point, and they have to walk back to whatever boss you were fighting, like Terraria. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, I can't figure out this bug. I would have to see it in action, and I would have to look at the, I'll have to debug this, separately. I'll have to open up Unity and be creeping through the parameters in the inspector. So I'm gonna investigate that separately. Client puppet hidden for Merle. All right. Well, it's 9:16. I could go for another little while. Why do you not want Terraria plus Stardew Valley? I see no problems is the last words they said. Why do you not want Terraria plus Stardew Valley? Is there another way of playing the playtest? The Patreon doesn't. As Patreon doesn't like money. Right now, the only way to play it is through the Patreon, because it's not ready. The only reason I don't send it out to more people is because it's just not... The problem is if I send it out to 100 people, I would just get 100 of the same bug reports, you know? I really want to iron it out as much as I can before sending it out for playtesting, you know? If there is a hardcore mode, could you give a life for your friend's life? I think that'd be kind of fun. How to make money in game? Planting crops and selling them. That's a big way. Fishing is a great way to make money. Or monster loot that you get. You could sell. You could sell their stuff, or you could take your crops that you grew, cook them into something, and then sell that. Those will probably be worth a lot. I really want... The plan was fishing and farming would be the big money makers. What? Are you going to add a monk? I don't have plans for it, but I don't see why not. If teeth are currency, will there be money tiers like bronze, silver, and gold coins in Terraria? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, they're not a separate object like that you can handle. They're just... You just have a currency counter. Kind of like Stardew. Bashing your teeth into a table. Alright, so we got through a good chunk of bugs. That probably shouldn't have taken that long. But that's okay. We had fun. Now... Also, guys, I don't know how many of you are on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels. Have you noticed the pirate software TikToks where he's talking and then he's drawing on his MS Paint while he's talking? Yeah. I've noticed a lot of people copying that lately. I thought about copying it. I was like, oh, maybe I could take some stream highlights of people asking questions and, you know, not the whiteboard stuff, but I could take some clips from the streams and maybe put them on social media. But I've noticed like 4 other accounts doing it. It's kind of crazy. Like popular ones too. I guess he did gain a ton of followers. But some even do the MS Paint thing, like the exact same. I saw one Mort. He was at least he was a little more creative. He drew a whiteboard in Sprite. I thought that was kind of fun. Or a chalkboard. He made like a little chalkboard. He put little chalk at the bottom and, you know, little different colored chalks, and it was kind of fun. Great illustration, dude. Oh, this? At first I thought you were calling Mort a great illustration dude, which he is great at illustration. But if you're talking about this, thank you. This is our rough outline. Eventually, we want it to look something like... Oh, these are all rough outlines. Something like this. Unless this is what you're referring to. Watts, I made a bunch of Goblin NPCs. Can I send them to you? Please do. The spider one. I see. Thank you. I appreciate it. We spend a lot of time. We've been spending a lot of time on these cutscene frames, but I really want the player's first impression to be very, very good. So I'm kind of wasting time here with how much I'm spending on these intro cutscenes, but hopefully it's worth it. Cutscenes are wicked. I love me some cutscenes. And I added, I don't know if I mentioned, I think I mentioned this in the last stream. I added, to make NPCs more personable, I made it so that in addition to this intro cutscene, there are also NPC specific cutscenes. So like, if you reach a certain friendship with an NPC, you'll get a little cutscene, which will be one of these slideshows kind of, but it'll show their dialogue too, and they'll be talking to you while it shows images in the background. So you can have more personal moments with the NPCs. Right now, it comes off as a little cheesy. I'm gonna have to kind of workshop it. We add human heads on pikes. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, there should be a human head pike item that the player could place. Why not? Canines or gold coins. That'd be fun. Yeah, different tiers of coins. I kind of like that. Yeah, I might, I could be convinced maybe to go back and, change how I handle the coins in game. Yeah, some skulls would be fun. Since the humans haven't arrived yet, though, in this part of the cutscene, I'll hold off for now. But in the later cutscenes, I think that'd be fun. Now we're just gonna draw some really basic wood grain patterns on this, which actually, now that I think about it, should be bark. Bark textures are a little tough at this scale. Let's open up our preview so we can keep an eagle's eye look on this art. Bark, bark. Wood, not stick. I'm gonna say branch. Ah, yeah, that was the right thing to Google. Look at these branches. Okay, I think I was off. What I was doing was not right. We're gonna try. It's kind of little lumpies. Kind of like that. I don't know. I liked the grills idea. Grills, you say? Go for it. I'm actually not sure what you're referring to, but I have no issue with it. Since you are a solo dev, will you make compromises for our work in terms of making inherent player-based deadlines? I definitely will. These cutscenes I'm bawling out on. I would never, ever be able to mass produce these. These are huge. I mean, this image here is 500 by 300. When I first started doing pixel art, I was doing a drawing a day, and those were 100 by 100, which is this big. It took me an hour and a half to do a drawing this big, super detailed. So look at this. This is monstrous by comparison. But the little NPC cutscenes are. If we go over here to UI, cutscenes. Where is it? Other cutscenes. I should have just called that folder cutscenes. Something like this. This is only 200 by 100. Like, this is super tiny. I did this in like an hour and a half. Well, I did 3 of these in an hour and a half, so each one of them took only like 30 minutes. They're not very advanced. I mean, look at these animations. They're very simple. So that's a huge compromise. I wish I could do these more detailed. And then even the individual sprites, I wanted these to be 32 by 32, but I made all the tiles 20 by 20, which are, you know, each of these squares is 20 by 20. I wanted the tiles to be this big, which is like twice or 3 times the area. But I made everything smaller just to make everything more manageable. So I'm definitely making a lot of compromises with art. But the intro cutscene is one where I refuse to compromise, and it's taking a while, but I think it's worth it to leave a good first impression. I was late. Hello, Blurby sir. Welcome in. Can someone teeth change value? For example, Slime Rancher Droplet. I haven't played Slime Rancher, so I'm not totally sure what you mean. But right now, teeth cannot really change value. Yeah, I think actually my original idea was kind of okay here. We can do this sort of craggly bark vibe. Speaking of, well, speaking of nothing, I've been watching The Boys on Amazon Prime recently, and I finished it. I was like, oh man, I'm out of show to watch. But then I saw there was another show. There was like a prequel show, or not a prequel show, but a concurrent show. The Gen V. I was very happy to see that I had more show to watch. Not loving this texture here, guys. More show pog, yeah, definitely. It's always good to see more show. And the thing was, it auto-played it. I was like, I don't want to watch this. This is just this. I thought it was the start to The Boys. I was like, I was watching the first few minutes of the first episode of the continuation series. I was like, well, I've already seen this, but I hadn't, so I was tripping. This is not wood. This is rock. Let me use my tiny brain a little harder. I need a better wood texture here. Yeah. You ever seen Arcane? Excellent show. I do love Arcane. I'm excited for the new season. Isn't that coming out soon? If you sell a lot of one thing, the amount of money the thing will give next time you sell will go down, and then buying... Oh, interesting. I see. Yeah, we don't have anything like that yet. That is interesting, though. That could be kind of fun, maybe. I could get behind that. Coming in November, let's go. Someone implementing a mechanic where you sell teeth? Ew. Yeah, that's our goblin currency in the game. It's maybe not the most wholesome in the world, but hey, they're goblins, you know? Sometimes I get a little I guess numb isn't the right word. I don't know. I forget how jarring some of the concepts are at times. Like, I'll just casually throw out that a holiday for the goblins was rooted in cannibalism. Everybody's like, ew, that's messed up. I'm like, oh. I guess. It's easy to get, I guess, desensitized. But it is what it is. What? Oh, I made King Kitty Cooking angry. I haven't seen much of your game yet. Found from your wave function video. Ah, I see. The art looks wholesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying to make we want it to look kind of like this, but we're just starting. We're getting there. Canine teeth should be more valuable. Yeah. I could get behind that. I guess... Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe one of these days. I'll put that on the maybe later list. Because while I agree it does make sense, there isn't a whole lot of reason to make another version of tooth currency mechanically. Shows a different image. We want it to look like this. I just meant in terms of like lighting and quality. I wanted to make it clear that this one's not final. These will all be it'll look better. Hopefully. We'll see. I guess I shouldn't who knows? Who knows? Alright, I don't love that, but it is what it is. I don't love that either. Hey Watt, do you know what an ideal size palette is for a platformer? And is it better to stick to one palette through the entire game, or can I switch it up for each unique stage theme? Interesting. I like to stick to a consistent palette, and I like 64 color palettes. This one right here is my favorite. AAP64 is the one I use. I think it comes with A-Sprite. It's one of the default palettes that you can load. Or one of the presets you can load. I typically keep all my areas sort of within the palette. Like, you'll notice this color right here is not in the palette anywhere. Or this, or this, or this, or this. But it's... it looks nice with the palette though. Like this right here is in the palette. This is in the palette. These are all in the palette. And I added these colors here, these purples and these greens, and these greens. All these ones right here I added to the palette because I didn't have enough greens. Like this palette, this is all the greens it has. It's got these ones right here, and it's got these ones right here. These are the ones I use for the goblin skin tones, and then these ones are, I was using them for these trees. And we need variety in the trees. You know, you can't just have one color of tree. You know, you need two. So I added kind of these other shades of green to kind of accommodate that. So I would say have a big file where you have all your stuff for all the different biomes and all the different levels and whatnot, and make sure that it all looks okay next to each other. Because the problem is if you have a player that looks good in one palette, odds are if you throw it in with another palette, it might not look that great. At least if you didn't plan for the cohesion, it might stick out a little weird. So I'd say have one big base palette. 64 colors is great. 100 colors is probably fine. Whatever. And you can make slight adjustments based off that. And what I did for some of these floor tiles, which are not like an actual color, I would start by drawing all the stuff that is in the palette, like you know, these walls, these rocks. Actually, none of these are in the palette. This is a bad example. I don't know. I draw the grass, these bushes, the logs, which are all in the palette, these plants, and then it came time to do the grass. But originally, the grass looked like this. You know, I was using the palette colors, and that's hideous. You know, anyone could tell you that it's in the palette, and it should maybe look fine, but it just looks hideous. So I'd go up here, I'd hit Control U and A Sprite. I think Photoshop is the same command. And you can dumb down the saturation, dumb down the value, you know, maybe even hue shift it around a little bit to find a color that looks nice. And just find something that looks nice. You know, trust your eyes. Like, even that looks kind of nice. If you want like a drier grass color, or maybe a more rich grass color, you know, you can kind of pick based on that. That's still a little dark. And then you might say, these little things are too bright. They're too much contrast. You can come in here. You can take this base grass color and make it a little invisible. And do some of this there. Now it's less contrasty. And there, now you have a nice grass. So that's my strategy. I use the palette for all the mid-ground objects. And then for like background and stuff where it's supposed to be a little more subtle and less contrast, less saturation, less value, I just kind of shift it until it looks right. Are you doing a snowy biome? Yeah, there's going to be a tundra. Yeah, sometimes the neon gets really annoying. The original idea was from Unknown, but they mentioned that you should make a respawn naturally when it rains and have the growing trees have 3 stages of growth. Oh, make the trees respawn naturally when it rains. That'd be fun. Right now, you can plant trees. Yeah, you can plant trees, and they'll grow. And they do have stages, but they don't spawn naturally. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I like the idea of it raining and causing trees to grow. I'll try to make a larger palette then, or just find one on low spec. Nice. Yeah. Low spec's a good move. Love me some low spec. Make haggis. I've never had haggis stew. Oh, you sent me all the goblin NPCs. Wow, that's a lot of messages. These are so fun. A goblin priest. Ooh. Warrior goblin with an imp tail. I like the imp tail. I like the little warrior hat. A miner. Ooh. Bracelet with a crystalline eye. The two crazy young goblins. Love to see it. Cute. I love this one. These are awesome. 10 out of 10. I approve. I very much approve. A maid goblin. Not the maid goblin. Say it ain't so. Now I hear you, chat. You can't use the same pillars over and over again. And you're right. But I will slightly change each one. So that it is imperceptible. This is gonna be annoying. Can our village migrate to a different location? Right now you could place your beacon anywhere in the overworld and the goblins will always meet you at your beacon wherever it is. Right now you cannot put it underground. But I do want to make it so you can, well, I don't know. Then the point of the beacon is kind of dumb, because what's the point of a beacon fire underground, you know? I think I might restrict the player to keeping the town in the overworld. Which I think is reasonable. I really don't want to draw all these textures. I guess we're doing it though. Gotta do what you gotta do, gang. How much will your game cost? I'm thinking $15, maybe 10. I'm a big copy paster with art, but I'll flip things. Yeah, there you go. It's the move. The old flipperoo. Make a crop stealing bird. That'd be fun. DLC where you sail the 7 seas. That'd be fun. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for different islands and also new floors. We can always go deeper. We can always go higher. We can make it so you explore the clouds. Maybe on a stolen blimp from the humans. You can uncover a cloud nation. You go to different planes of existence. We got lots of options for future content, guys. You could visit the human island and attack them. That'd be kind of crazy. Isle Goblin One Piece arc. The kobolds that live in the clouds. That'd be kind of fun. Love the hat. Thank you. I got it on Etsy, where all the good hats are. Much appreciated. How's it going, dead comedian? What, stream before workout? Let's go. Best pre-workout. Get you hyped up. That's what we do here. I did not work out today like I should have. I'm still sore from, of all things, pickleball. Guys, pickleball made me sore. Am I old now? Also, my boss, who's like, I don't know how old he is. He's got kids my age. I think he's like 40s, late 40s, early 50s. He invited me to play pickleball. And I was like, okay, this guy's old. I got this. I played tennis in high school, you know. I'm gonna stomp this guy. But oh man, you know, he was pretty good. And the fact that in pickleball I mean, okay, in doubles at least, you're not moving too much, so my youthful spryness was not really much of an advantage. And he was surprisingly agile. That's not to say that he's not fit. But, you know, I got a lot of years on him, so I thought, this'll be easy. But he does play a lot. But this goes to show that pickleball is a game of technique, precision, and consistency, I'd say. And my long tennis strikes were of no use. But it's fun. I only play move body up and down from bars, also known as body weight exercises. Nice. I do the same thing. I only do calisthenics really, nowadays at least. I had a Brazilian jiu-jitsu phase, and I had a obviously tennis phase from high school, but now I'm calisthenics and running, and that's it. Everyone is old when they find out all the kids know how to play video games. Is to touch the screen. Yeah, seriously. What? You must now defeat him in Gherkin Ball. Heck yeah, BJJ is really nice. Yeah, it's really fun. Except I kind of messed up my wrist. Somebody did like a, well, I landed on it weird, and ever since then, I don't know, it really messed it up. I've been kind of doing these little physical therapy exercises to help it out, but it's not what it once was. So it kind of scared me away from it. I didn't want to, you know, one wrong move and like you really mess up a joint, you know. Especially if it's not even your fault, like if it's some twitchy white belt. I mean, I never made it past white belt, but I'd like to think I was really close to my blue belt. I'd been doing it for about 2 years, and I feel like I was. I know it's a white belt thing to say that you were close to your blue belt, but I really think I was close. You do 3 sports already, dang. Especially the grapples, yeah. Yeah. Would a giant goblin just be human-sized? I think so. I'd like to think so. What? Make a bartender that sells 5 types of grog. Right now, the cooking NPC only sells 1. I guess we could add a bartender NPC, maybe. That could be kind of fun. Alright, guys. I don't know why I didn't think to do vertical shifts. It's kind of dumb of me. When in doubt. Ah, shoot. When in doubt, shift. I heard a song where the lyric was, "Love is like how all those goth kids who all look the same never want to conform." That's funny. Goth kids. I never had a lot of goth kids at my school. But then I moved up here to San Bernardino, and it's just goth kids everywhere. I've seen so many like goth teens walking around. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this town, but I've never seen so many like goth kids. Like there were like punk kids at my high school where it was like, you know, they were, I don't know, but it was like beanies and like, you know, they weren't like decked out in all black with like black lipstick and heavy eyeliner, you know? It's I'm new to the, I've never seen so many goth kids around. Can you confirm what? You had a girlfriend. I did. Yep, that is true. That is very true. Goth beanies. There you go. Alright, there's our stupid wood wall. Can't believe I wasted so much time on that. Doesn't even look that good. It looks okay. But it's not like mind-blowing, you know? What is a God Among Mortals game dev and God game? Bro chose both the Morpheus pills. I don't know. I appreciate you gassing me up. So love is how all those goth kids want to look the same but never want to conform? Hate to break it to you. Yeah, these walls make me sad. But not sad enough to work on them more. I dare say. Ooh, make the spikes different lengths. I can get behind that. To an extent. Down, 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 down. We'll have to be a little more subtle about it. Different length spikes. Shoddy goblin craftsmanship. That's one of my key tenets. There we go. Now we'll mirror that over. Boop, boop. Outline, outline. Bang, bang. Gotta go. BRB. Alright. Oh, yeah. Some chipping. Use a drawing tablet. No, I use a mouse. Mousy mouse. Mouse gang. They make me sad, but not sad enough to work on them. That's the realest thing I've heard in a while. It's my life motto. Squeak, squeak. Who's squeaking in the chat? Tips on sprite animation. Ooh. Ask me again when we're animating, and I'll probably be able to give some better explanations. But I can't really demonstrate right now. But I guess I would say, I like to view it. I do a lot of. I barely ever redraw anything. It's always taking the old slide and then moving it. I rarely molding it, squishing it, stretching it, and then cleaning it up. It's very rare that I'll draw each frame from scratch, but I don't know if that's obvious. Are you making a menu page? Oh, this right here is for the intro cutscene. We're going to be showing all these little cutscene slides to kind of show the goblins just kind of chilling. They're lightly animated. Nothing too crazy. And so this one's going to be... yeah, one of the later ones. So it's going to show the goblins. I guess I can show you. So it's going to start out showing this guy. He's going to be writing in his journal. A little piece of paper is going to pop up on the screen, and it'll show him writing. He's going to be like, "We're almost at the island. Blah blah blah. We're gonna kill them all." And then it's going to show these little scenes of the goblins just kind of chilling. And then it's going to eventually show this one where it'll pan out or zoom out. And you know, show the little goblins chilling in their camp, and then it'll show the humans coming over the hill and attacking the goblins. Hero Master, going to bed now. Good night. All right, Hero Master, thanks for dropping by. Ooh, red and blue stars. That'd be fun. Probably in trouble watching this on school. Oh, whoa. Illegal school viewing. A human disguise where it's 3 goblins in a trench coat. That'd be fun. Mouse gang, squeak squeak. Who let these mice in here? Yeah, reds and blues to the stars would be nice. I'll do that later. Yeah, right now they're a little plain, I guess, maybe. Guess it's not too bad. Grim, what? Ignored that? Will there be bombs? Yes, there aren't yet, but there will be. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, love me some bombs. I'm not sure if they'll destroy terrain yet. We'll see. Maybe. I guess so. It would kind of result in an inevitable lag spike, but maybe that's okay. Don't look down at your hand. It's holding a mouse. What? Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have looked. What was I thinking? If only somebody had warned me. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to hold off on this for now. You know what, chat? We might resume this another time. I think it's time for me to take a break and eat my my cookie I bought earlier today and never ate. Cookie time. Well, I guess we'll call it here. Thanks everybody for watching. Yep, self-care cookie for sure. I guess we'll call it, and I will see you all next time. I hope everybody has a good Monday night. I probably won't stream for a little while, actually. I've got Comic-Con Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I gotta drive over on Wednesday, so probably won't stream, but I will see you maybe next Monday if I'm not too tired. Maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Add my NPCs, please. We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. See you guys later.